What makes a certain location fascinating? Is it the landscape around said location, the design and look of the location, the history of it, or maybe the mysteries behind the said location? For me, all of them are important factors in creating a very fascinating location. Most video games have locations for the players to play in. Some are sandbox worlds that encourage the players to build their own houses and structures. It's less of a location but more like a whole entire world of the game is the player's playground. Games such as Minecraft and Terraria fit this description the best. Some do not even allow players to interact with the location much at all. The location acts more like a setting than anything else. And some of these locations might let the player explore them. Most video game locations fit this description, but which is more interesting? The location that lets you create your own story, or the location that already has its own story, waiting to be discovered by the player. In this video, I am going to take you to 3 locations of these 3 old games, and we will figure out why they are so fascinating together. But before we jump into the video, yes, I already done a similar video before, and I just have a lot of fun making them, and it also got a pretty good reception all things considered. And I would also like to incorporate a rating system into the video as well. A is the most fascinating, B is the middle of the road, and of course C is for the location that I don't particularly find all that interesting. And please feel free to disagree with me and let me know why down in the comment section below. And the most important thing that I need to say is that all of this is just my opinion, okay? Please don't take any offense to it. So without further ado, let's talk about the first location.
A city dead for 1,000 years. A city I had to see with my own eyes. The end of Yuna's journey. The last chapter in my story.
This is Zanarkand from Final Fantasy X, an ancient metropolis brought to ruin by sin, a gargantuan whale like beast that threatened the world of Spilla, and the final boss of the game. The unique thing about Zanarkand compared to the other 2 locations in this video is that we can see Zanarkand before its destruction, and we can see that it is a very high-tech city, which relies heavily on technologies that imbue with magic to enhance the lives of the people of Zanarkand. In fact, the beginning of the game actually took place in Zanarkand, and we can see how the city looks like and how the people that live in it living their lives through Tidus, the protagonist of the game's point of view. And we also witness the moment that Sin destroys Zanarkand as well. This is a huge deal, since there are not a lot of these abandoned/destroy ancient city types of location in video games that let the player witness both the peak status of said city and also the exact moment that that city got destroyed. Zanarkand now is nothing more than a record of stones, metals, and bits and pieces of once brilliant metropolis that now just swarming with fireflies and many dangerous fiends call it their home. The final destination of the summoner's pilgrimage to defeat sin. Zanarkand is a pretty special place to me, since Final Fantasy X is my first Final Fantasy game, but if I had to throw my nostalgic goggles out of the way and judge it objectively, I would say that Zanarkand will get an A rating from me on this, since it's just a really cool and interesting place. It has a rich history behind it, that we as a player can witness all of it, from when Zanarkand is at its peak and how it got brought into ruin by sin. And the fact that it is said time and again by a lot of NPCs throughout the game that Zanarkand is the last destination of Yuna's pilgrimage, and that's already built a lot of anticipation of what would await our group there. The story, the looks, and the history of Zanarkand are just all allowed really good, deserving the rating of A. This is Ash Lake from Darksouls. Located at the bottom of the Great Hollow, it is a secluded and mysterious wide open area with a seemingly endless view of giant ancient trees amidst a deep blue ocean floor from a distance. Above is a cloud-like ceiling stretching endlessly. The ground consists of a large stretch of white sands surrounded by the dark blue waters. A linear walkway that at the end of it located the Stone Dragon, the initiator of the path of the Dragon Covenant. Why is this place located at the deepest part of the Great Hollow? How does this place exist? Why is the Stone Dragon located here? Who exactly is the Stone Dragon, and what is the history of this place? Nobody knows, because the game never really tells you what Ash Lake is. In fact, Ash Lake itself is a secret area that is so far off the beaten path, and you need to jump through many hoops to find it in the first place. But that still doesn't stop the community to come up with a lot of theories about what truly is Ash Lake. The empty and foreboding atmosphere of Ash Lake, combined with the mystery behind the Ash Lake, makes it one of the most unique and fascinating areas in the game. It's uncanny and kind of scary, but also beautiful and captivating at the same time. We might not be able to know everything about Ash Lake, but I think the fact that the developers leave so much information about Ash Lake out, it actually makes it even more interesting. And just like Zanarkand from Final Fantasy X, Ash Lake from Dark Souls is also deserving the rating of A.
Who's there?
Who is it?
Hey, what?
This is Hanuda village from Siren, a small remote village in Japan that got plunged into a never-ending curse caused by the failed resurrecting ritual of the Tatsushi, an extraterrestrial creature that crashed and landed at Hanuda village in 684 AD, when the villagers suffered from extreme famine, so they ended up eating the Tatsushi alive. Since his newborn, immature appearance at the time when he landed in the village looked a lot like a fish to the starving villagers. The Tatsuchi, in a helpless maggot-like state, then mustered his last remaining strength to curse every single one of the starving villagers, killing all of them except a young pregnant woman, Shirrako. She got cursed with immortality by the Tatsuchi and sought to forever repent for her sins by summoning the Tatsuchi back to life in the future. Hanuda village is the main setting of the game, and what a main setting it is. It's dark, moody, and foreboding. The Shibito are the main enemies of the game. They are human that got contaminated by the red water, a crystalline liquid with regenerative properties that slowly replace the blood of living being. Or when the human die and get resurrected by the red water, are also turned into the Shibito. Hanuda village got sent into alternate reality when the Darksouls reselection ritual failed, and in this alternate reality of Hanuda village is where the Red Water appears. The Shibito are extremely unnerving enemies, since even though they are reanimated corpses akin to zombies, they are not your typical zombie because they still retain their human intelligence and personality. Some of them can still even use a gun, which makes them a very dangerous enemy to face head-on. And there are a lot of them all over Hanuda village. The unnatural blood-red water, the eerie atmosphere of the village, a dangerous disturbing Shibito roaming about, and the unique low-texture fidelity graphics of the game, combined with the mystery and confusing history of the village, make Hanuda village one of the most fascinating yet terrifying locations in video games history. I didn't even go into the detail about the sidejack mechanic of the game that makes the Shibito even more of a terrifying enemy, by the way. Sidejack is a very unique mechanic where you can see through the Shibito point of view. What's more scarier than looking through the monster's eyes and seeing yourself in invisibility, and then the monster proceeds to sprint in your direction? I will shit my pants for you. Overall, Hanuda village is also another well-deserved A rating location. So, all of them got an A. Oh well, I didn't expect this. Before writing the script of this video, I thought some of these locations might get a B, but none of them will get a C, that's for sure. However, once I started to do some research on these locations from these games, my opinion on some of them changed. Once I started to know more about the history of these locations and how they came to be, the lore behind them, the mystery, and how they fit into their own games, my fascination with these locations grew more and more each time. So what do you think? Do you like the new format of this video? Feel free to tell me about your opinion on these locations in the comment section below. And if you would like to see more of this kind of videos, then you can go back and watch the part 1, which I will put the link in the description. And you can tell me your personal fascinating locations in any video games as well. I might even pick 1 or 2 of them in my next video. Lastly, if you like this video, please like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching.